So today we're going to try and see if we can make some no-bake pistachio chocolate cookies. So let's get started. Alright, so you've noticed the first thing I like to do with my baking is I like to have all my ingredients kind of measured out first. You do not have to do this, even if you just put all of your containers here. I do like to keep everything all collected together. That way I know if there's one bowl left at the end, whoops, I forgot to put that in. So that's just a personal tip that I like to use. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put our 3/4 of a cup, which I have my handy dandy little plunger measurer here, 3/4 of a cup of peanut butter, and we're going to put that in a big microwave safe bowl. You can also do this on the stove, but I'm going to try and see how it does in the microwave because I do not use the microwave that often to bake with. And then the next thing we want to do is we want to put a 1/2 cup. And this is a vegan safe recipe. So we're gonna put 1/2 cup of vegan chocolate chips in with our peanut butter. From here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this in the microwave and we're gonna do like 30-second bursts of microwaving this to get it melted all together. I'm going to show you what my bowl looks like after each 30-second burst, but do keep in mind different microwaves are going to cook differently. You may have a higher or lower powered microwave than I do. And again, remember, you can do this on the stove if you like. All right, that was one 30-second burst. All right, here is another 30-second burst, so that makes we're up to a minute. And the reason why I like doing 30-second bursts is just because it gives me a little bit more control. If I just stick it in there for 3 minutes, it could end up burnt before I've realized it. So 30-second bursts make it where I feel like I have a little bit more control over my recipe. Okay, so we're going to try one more, and I think one more 30 seconds will be it'll be fully incorporated. All right, I think that looks fantastic. My peanut butter and my chocolate are all fully combined. All right, so the next thing that we want to do is we're gonna add in our 1 cup of quick cook oats. We're gonna add in 1/4 of a cup of salt. Excuse me, I'm so sorry, 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. 1/2 cup of chopped up pistachios. They've been shelled and chopped up, so that's 1/2 cup. We're also going to add our 3/4 of a cup of dried cranberries that I've chopped up a little bit. Okay. All right. So let's get a good stir going on here. We're going to do it gently. I don't want to. I said my channel should be named The Messy Cook, but that's not normally what I'm striving for. Again, all ingredients are vegan, so this is a vegan recipe. If you just don't like vegan chocolate, you can use regular chocolate, but again, no longer vegan. Okay, I think we have all of our ingredients all nice and combined. I know some of you out there might have already noticed that there's a few chocolate chips still sitting on my station and some oil. That's for the second part of this recipe, so thank you for watching, but I haven't forgotten them. So the next thing we want to do is we want to take some spoonfuls of our cookie dough ingredients, and we're going to put them out on a cookie sheet with a slip mat on it. And just try and get them to be a little bit rounded. Now again, we've talked about in the past, you can make your cookies the size that you want to, because these are pretty much done at this point. This is a no-bake recipe, so we're going to be putting this in the refrigerator to chill it down. But basically, you can make them what size you want to. But I like keeping my cookies a little bit smaller, you know, less calories, more quantity. And then we're just going to take them and we're going to squish them down a little bit, just to kind of flatten them out a little. We don't want to squish them down so hard they won't come off the slip mat, but okay. And I'm just going to keep doing this until I've gone through my whole bowl of cookie dough. And then we're going to stick these in the refrigerator and let them chill for about 10 minutes. And then we're going to come back and we're going to put a nice, neat little topping on them. Again, just flatten them down a little bit. Trying to make cookies, not balls. Again, you can leave them standing up if you want to. It's up to you. This recipe says to flatten them out a little bit, so I'm going to try and stick with the recipe the first time around. All right, let me give y'all a close-up view of that. Okay, so we're going to, again, I'm going to put these in the fridge and let them chill down for a little bit, for about 10 minutes, and they'll come back and put a nice little topping on them. All right, so we got the cookies out of the fridge, and they look fantastic. They are nice, yummy little bundles of goodness. And so now we're going to make the topping for them. There's a little drizzle that we put on the top of them. Okay, so we need to put our oil. We need a half a teaspoon of oil. Okay. And then we're taking a 1/4 of a cup of our original vegan baking chips that we have. We're going to put those in a bowl, and now we're going to heat these up. Again, we're going to do 30-second bursts in the microwave until they're all melted. And the oil just helps the chocolate be a little bit thinner so that you can do a drizzle. So we're going to put that in the microwave. Everybody seems to kind of do a drizzle a different way. You can put it in a little like squeezy bottle and drizzle them out like that. Usually I like to just do it with a spoon. A little bit, and then just do a kind of a spin back and forth with the spoon. It can be a little bit messier this way. But see how just flicking it back and forth, I'm getting a nice little drizzle on the top there. We want to put a little bit of chopped pistachio on the top. Just a little extra pistachio taste for your cookies. You don't have to do this. It's just kind of like a garnish for the top of your cookies. But again, we're going to stick them in the fridge and let them cool back down again. And then we'll try one. Let's try one of these and see how they taste. So we did make them vegan this time. So we have some beautiful vegan chocolate. And then inside we have dried cranberries, and we have pistachios, chopped up pistachios, and then the quick cooking oats. And we've covered it all with some beautiful chocolate and put some pistachios on it. So let's see how it tastes. That is so good. I think some would define this as a nice healthy snack, because it does have the pistachios and the cranberries and the oats. All right, so if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next bake.